because there was an important, very important event today. A month ago, Prime Minister Modi asked each of the BJP's Karyakartas at the National Executive Meet in Delhi to visit the house of every marginalized Indian, irrespective of their caste, creed, or even party loyalties. Now, Prime Minister Modi today set an example for his political party. He walked the talk, quite literally. Today in the financial capital, Mumbai, Prime Minister Modi met Muslims, representatives of the Muslim community. In specific, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated a new campus of an education institution run by a Muslim group. During the event, Prime Minister Modi described himself as a member of that family, connected for 4 generations. He says, "Don't look upon me as your Prime Minister. I am a member of your family." This is what the Prime Minister said, viewers. Listen in.
मैं आपके परिवार का सदस्य हूं, न मैं यहां प्रधानमंत्री हूं, न मुख्यमंत्री हूं। और शायद मुझे जो सौभाग्य मिला है वो बहुत कम लोगों को मिला है। मैं 4 पीढ़ी इस परिवार के साथ जुड़ा हूं, 4 पीढ़ी, और चारों पीढ़ी मेरे घर आई है। ऐसा सौभाग्य बहुत कम लोगों को मिलता है और हर बार एक परिवार के सदस्य के रूप में आने का जब भी अवसर मिला है, मेरी खुशियां अनेक गुना बढ़ गई है। 40,000 कंप्लायंसेस को खत्म किया, सैकड़ों प्रावधानों को डिक्रिमिनलाइज किया। पहले इन कानूनों का डर दिखाकर एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को परेशान किया जाता था, इससे उनका बिजनेस प्रभावित होता था। लेकिन आज सरकार जॉब क्रिएटर्स के साथ खड़ी और उनको पूरा समर्थन देने वाली सरकार है। पिछले कुछ वर्षों में विश्वास का अभूतपूर्व वातावरण तैयार हुआ है। इस वर्ष भारत G20 जैसे महत्वपूर्ण वैश्विक मंच की अध्यक्षता भी कर रहा है। बोहरा समाज के जो लोग विदेशों में फैले हैं, वो इस अवसर पर विश्व के सामने सामर्थ्यवान होते भारत के ब्रांड एम्बेसडर का काम कर सकते हैं। विकसित भारत के लक्ष्य तक पहुंचने में दाऊदी बोहरा समुदाय अपनी महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाता रहा है, निभाता रहेगा, ये मेरा पूरा विश्वास है।
Well, viewers, let's open this up. Let me bring in Lokesh Jindal of the Congress. You have Sameer Singh of the Samajwadi Party. Mr. Singh, let me ask you this simple and straightforward question. Why is the opposition mocking this very public demonstration of the Prime Minister's outreach among the minority community?
Rahul, thank you for opening the debate with my point of view. And I don't see there are a couple of things here. We are not mocking the Prime Minister or the BJP for doing what they're doing today. It's just that there is an accepted fact that the Prime Minister's histrionics and the Prime Minister's oratory skills stand to none. And I hope I'm not held in contempt for calling histrionics. But on the contrary, when we see what happened was the Dawoodi Bohra Community's institution that was inaugurated today. That is happening on one side. But on the other, we see that in several of the heightened cases that involve communal angles, the Prime Minister has stayed mum. The Home Minister of the country has stayed mum. So where on one side, if you're calling this as a step towards inclusive politics, on the other, the actions of the BJP, the policies of the current central government and the state governments are in complete ironic to the situation that we witnessed today. And that is the reason why communal gap is dividing in the country, why hatred, with cases, by the cases of lynching or hate speeches are rising on incessantly. So it's a good step. It's a good step that the Prime Minister has at least showed, and not just this event. I believe sometime back, the Prime Minister called out to all its BJP netas and cadre that do not involve in hate statements or statements against the Muslim community. But that has everything to do with the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. And today, while this event is happening in Mumbai, exactly opportunism.
It's a photo op and opportunism. Okay, Shazia Almi, would you like to respond to Sameer Singh?
We are just 1 month away from the BMC elections that are happening in Mumbai, that's supposed to happen in Mumbai.
Okay.
And
so this is
the Dawoodi community
electoral
happens to be one of the most influential communities of the city. Okay. So it's a photo op, it's an opportunity.
Quick response, Shazia Almi, this is a photo op.
Prime Minister said
histrionics, etc., etc. Go ahead.
So clearly, my friend from the Samajwadi Party here does not know much about Modi ji and how he has led his life. And not only was it spoken of in the last executive meeting, but even the one before that. So it wasn't just 6 months or few months before the elections, but it has been the motto and something that Prime Minister keeps reaffirming. Whether you look at the beneficiaries of all the central schemes, the idea is to reach out to the benefactors, to the deserving benefactors, and to rule out middlemen. Now, there are so many schemes where Muslims have been the larger beneficiaries, even more disproportionate.
Last Yojana in context here, 31% of the houses have been allocated in 25 minority-dominated areas. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, over 8 crore beneficiaries, 33% of those beneficiaries were minorities, and there are several such examples. So where is the state, as Mr. Sameer Singh is saying, was sort of discriminating on policies, etc. What is this discrimination that you constantly talk about? Lokesh Jindal.
Yeah. Rahul, this is the effect of Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. Yes, this is the effect of Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. The message of love, brotherhood that he has been preaching from Kanyakumari to Kashmir has reached out to the Prime Minister now. Right. Now he is trying to reform himself. Although there are elections, the entire nation knows that. I don't know what are the intentions altogether, but we see right from RSS, Mohan Bhagwat ji, then Narendra Modi ji, all of them right now are talking the language of love. I mean, this is what is the effect and impact of...
Okay, Ishkaran Bhandari, would you like to respond? This is all because of Rahul Gandhi. In fact, these schemes, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, all predated, of course, viewers, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. But nonetheless, Ishkaran Bhandari.
Rahul, I will not speak against Lokesh because I hope his career in Congress rises by this amount of Chatukarika, because it makes no sense. The Prime Minister is running the country. His schemes are going to minorities and majority, both 100% saturation. But in some schemes, the minorities are getting 35-40% share, which is because they probably need it or whatever the criteria are. Nothing to do with religion. But there also they presume that Rahul Gandhi is the Prime Minister of India and he is running those schemes, and those schemes are reaching the last person because of Rahul Gandhi. If somebody is living in a cuckoo land, how do you answer that? There is no sensible answer one can give to this. We can only smile at it.
Well, would you like to respond, Mr. Jindal?
Bharat Jodo will also affect too, Ishkaran.
Okay, now let's not trivialize this debate. It's very important, viewers.
Ishkaran,
one second. Let me bring in, yeah, okay. Let's not trivialize it, Mr. Jindal. Mohandas Pai. Yes, you wanted to make a point. Mr. Qureshi right after. Yes.
The Muslim community sadly has become the poorest community in India after 1950. It has become the poorest community because of bad leadership, because of communal politics in this country. It's only after 2014 when the schemes came to help them from poverty.
The Muslim community has been the most backward.
If you look at
that is not true.
The data,
because as Rajendra Sachar Commission And Ranganath Mishra report would tell you that over the years, it is your party which has actually kept Muslims really at the bottommost rung of the ladder.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Mohandas Pai is saying.
Shahja Ilmi, my dear friend.
Mr. Mohandas Pai is saying that.
Yes. Listen to me. Shahja, please listen to me. Okay. Now, from 2014, Muslims have got the largest part of the benefits given by this government, primarily because they are the poorest. One piece of data which is very important, Rahul, which anybody can check up. You know, in 2014, only 5% of central government jobs went to Muslims. Now it's gone up to 10%. Why would a communal government go out of the way to make sure more Muslims who have been deprived all these years get more jobs in central government?
Okay.
And now there's a report from the UGC that Muslims have got 13% more marks in the Viva OC compared to other communities.
Let me bring in Mr. Qureshi. I have 30 seconds on the show. It's a good point, Mr. Pai. It's a good point, backed up by statistics. Mr. Qureshi, why does your leader or the person that you admire, Mr. Owaisi, criticize the Congress for holding Muslims basically prisoners of a vote bank ideology? Why, Mr. Qureshi? Tell me.
I think this question should be asked to the representative of the Congress. But the first thing we saw today, the speech of Prime Minister Mr. Modi, he was saying that कि मैं अपने परिवार में लौटा हूँ. So we want to know from that the budget, the education budget, which cut 38%, the students, those who are studying in the educational institute, are not the parivar of our Bharat. Why that educational budget is been cut 38%? Second thing, why they want to snatch the minority status of AMU? They have doubled the budget of BHU. They want to cut the budget of Jamia. This is the political statement which has been stated by Mr. Modi today in the name of education, in the name of campus. Nothing more than that. Minority will get nothing from the BJP as per the policy.
Right. So they are not benefiting from any of these schemes, yet these schemes are being announced for them. That's slightly bizarre. I leave it for you viewers to figure this one out. I mean, my head is spinning with the logic here, but nonetheless, I leave it at this.